It's exactly 2 weeks until the Paralympic Games kicks off in Rio, and since Team South Africa has historically done well at the Games, hopes are high that they'll beat their London medal tally of 29. Well, joining us from our Durban studio is medal contender Tyrone Pillay, the shot-put athlete who is an above-knee amputee, is currently ranked 4th in the world in his class. Let's chat to him about his preparations and how he's feeling ahead of the Games. Tyrone, a very good morning to you, and thanks for coming in and giving up some of your training time, I'm sure. How are you feeling? It's your first time going to the Olympics. It's the Paralympics. It's a dream come true for you. How are you feeling and how have you been preparing?
Firstly, good morning and thank you for having me. It's a big moment in my life, obviously, getting to experience the Paralympics for the first time. Can't tell you how I really feel because I think when I'm down there, the emotions will kick in. But I was 3 years old when I first dreamt of this moment of standing in front of the crowd running the relay at the Olympics. So yeah, I got to live that dream out finally.
And just tell us about what goes into your preparations. I mean, you are in IT, that is what you do when you're not on the field. What kind of training does it take for you and how have you been preparing for this?
So like you said, obviously I work full time, so it's from 7 to 3:30 that I work, and then after that I start training. I have quite a strict training program. I spend 3 days a week in the gym doing specific weight training, trying to get stronger. Then I do technical work where I'm out at the track actually throwing the shot put around. I do Pilates once a week, and in between all of that I try to fit in some cardio just to keep a bit fit.
Gosh, I have to wonder where you find the time. And just looking, I mean, the medals are not going to be anything new for you. Obviously, you are aiming for gold. Just what has been your best distance so far, and what are you aiming for at the Paralympics?
So I was down in Rio in May, where I actually achieved a 13:49, which is a new PB for me. It beat my previous PB by 46 centimeters, so that's quite a big amount. So I think going into Rio, obviously, it's a good grounding, good stepping stone for me to go further and throw even further than that. I'd love to throw anything over 14 meters is ideally what I would look to get. But on the day, anything can happen. Who knows, could go even further than that.
Tyrone, not to put you on the spot, but I mean, I don't know if you're aware of Sunette Viljoen and just what she's been saying about the support that they've received going into the Olympics. And when it comes to the Paralympics, are there any questions, are there any concerns about the support that you receive going in, you and your fellow athletes who are going to Rio? Any questions, any concerns about just your road there, your path there, and the support that you're receiving from government, from sporting bodies?
Well, I can talk for myself pretty much. I'm actually grateful for the support that I get from SASCOC. A reason being on the Paralympic side, we do not get that much of funding like corporate support, any external funding. So whatever we get from SASCOC is a huge help, especially to me specifically. So I can't fault them on what they've given to me and supported me on. I really appreciate that. Like I said, each athlete is different and what their situation is. I think for me, being an employee of a company that actually supports me as well, I do get a little bit of support from there. So I think for me, it's a little bit of a different situation.
I've just been reading also some worrying reports about Rio, that Rio is unprepared compared to London in 2012. They're unprepared, and words like looking like a disaster. You said you went there, you were there for a test event not too long ago. What were your impressions? Do you feel that they're not ready?
Yeah. To be honest with you, when I was down there, I was very impressed with everything. The stadium is stunning, state of the art, an amazing facility. And also the thing is, I mean, we can't keep comparing it to London. It's a totally different country. It's a totally different environment. What you get in Rio, you might not necessarily get in London. So there's two ways of looking at it. But when I was down there, I was very impressed by the things that they did. I spent a lot of time with the Brazilian Paralympic Committee, got to see what they were doing, their vision going forward. And really, they have done a really good job. And I give them all my support.
All right, the aim is to come back with more than the 29 medals in 2012. You think that's possible for what you know of the abilities of your fellow athletes?
I think I compete with some of the best athletes in the world, and I know that they're going to give everything they got to bring as many medals as they possibly can. And like I said, I mean, we have the best of the best in South Africa, so I have no doubt that we're going to come back with quite a bit.
All right, well, all the luck to you. We certainly will be watching very closely Paralympian Tyrone Pillay there in our Durban studios.